What's up, guys? Last weekend, I took part in the Riftbound City challenge in Xi'an. It was a pretty new experience for me, and definitely something worth taking some time to look back on. On Friday night, I took the subway to a local game store to pick up a few cards I needed for my deck, and also to practice the new Victor deck I'd been working on. On the subway, I ran into this kid who was reading a book, and I was genuinely shocked. And of course, I also met the classic person blasting audio out loud on the subway. At the store, I played 2 1v1 games and 2 2v2 games. I managed to win one of the 2v2 games, which was not bad. But right after the first game, a pretty serious problem came up. I realized that my deck was missing 3 important cards for some reason. Without those 3 cards, yes, there was a good chance that I couldn't even compete on that day, so I was kind of freaking out. Then Color showed up. By the way, yes, that's a nickname, not a real animal in Australia. He's a friend I met at my very first Riftbound night, and we went back to campus together that day. He told me that he actually had those 3 cards in his dorm and said I could go back with him to grab them. It was insanely thoughtful of him, and he was also incredibly generous. Not only did he give me those 3 cards, he also gave me a pre-built leasing deck and a whole bunch of his own cards. I mean, can you believe that? I'm on my way to the metro station right now. I was way too excited about this city challenge last night, so I didn't really sleep well. Just a week ago, I was only starting to get into this game, and now I'm heading to a pretty big competition with other people. It feels super unreal. Now I'm waiting for other guys to get to the game together. So the competition location is right here, and we are here now. On the subway, I run into a little girl just running in circles around the pole. Pretty cute. And of course, there were also people scrolling through videos with the sound on.
Now at full call.
Plus, the subway in the city center was insanely crowded, so the competition was held at a local game store with more than 70 players competing. The format was 7v1 rounds of 3s. The better your record was, the higher table you played at. After I went 0-3, I got assigned to table 35, but my opponent had already left, and the last few tables were basically empty too. I guess some people felt they had no chance of advancing and didn't want to waste any more time, so I ended the game with 3-4 record. Pretty good for a rookie like me, right? But 2 of those wins actually came from opponents leaving. After the main event, the 3 guys and I went to a nearby game store for a Riftbound night, including Koala. Yeah, the correct pronunciation is Koala instead of Color. I actually won 2 games through my own effort there, so the experience was pretty good. We wrapped things up around 10 p.m. and then the 4 of us took the subway to join the dinner hosted by Dogger, a game store owner. Yeah, I hadn't had my dinner at that time, and it was a free meal. Plus, the first time I joined Riftbound night, Dogger left me a pretty friendly impression. So how can I say no to a free dinner, right? But after finished eating, things got kinda wild. I was basically just sitting there listening game-related conversations I barely understood, dealing with cigarette smoke and constant toasting. And by the way, only two people at the table were drinking something non-alcoholic, and I was one of them. All of this was honestly a bit too much for me. I was asked whether I needed to leave soon, and I just couldn't bring myself up to say no. In the end, I stayed really late before heading back to campus.
So it's over 2 a.m. now. I really need to get back to my room and get some sleep.
If I had just left right after dinner, this whole Riftbound City challenge weekend would have been almost perfect. This experience made me realize that I'm probably not the right fit for a highly social dinner, and that I really need to learn how to politely say no.